Because it is Pumpkin Week. We're combining that with Thrifty Thursday, as usual, with Jessica Hacker returning once again. And this time, I'm really excited about this one because pumpkin to a whole new level.
No kidding.
Another hot pumpkin meal that we like here. And look at what it's served in.
I know.
How
Pretty.
appropriate.
It's pretty, yeah, and it smells so good. Yeah, this one's kind of fun because you always think of pumpkin as a sweet, but it's totally savory. I mean, it's a squash. This one's really easy. I'm starting out with, they call them a baking pumpkin or a sugar pumpkin.
Oh, sugar. Okay, we learned about
Yeah, we learned about sugar pumpkins earlier in the show, but it was for cookies. And so it was
they're just
for anything.
they're just a little bit sweeter, a little nuttier. They have really great flavor.
Okay.
So I've just make a small top out of it.
Okay.
Just enough that you can get a spoon in it.
Okay.
Because it's gonna obviously when it cooks, it really breaks down.
Okay.
So do that. Clean out the seeds. Keep the seeds so you can roast them. And then inside of it, though, I'm just putting. There's one potato that I have peeled.
That's all you did.
And chopped.
Peel it and chop
Yep.
it up.
And so
Okay.
you're actually putting the ingredients in there. You're going to
Yes.
cook the soup in the pumpkin.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like that.
kidding.
Yeah, you're gonna cook it in there so that way it
is
gets all the
great.
nutty flavor. It's
Okay.
great.
Think of how many
And
dishes
then-
you're saving.
I know. Yeah.
Is that garlic?
Yep, a clove of garlic and either a little half of an onion or a little baby onion.
Okay.
Put it in there. Got a half a cup of half and half.
Love me some creamy soup.
Yes.
That in there.
And just some chicken broth.
Is this just to taste or to fill up the rest of the pumpkin?
Yep,
or?
fill up the rest of it. That's going to be your liquid in it.
Okay.
Right now, too, chicken broth will cost you. I mean, normally it can be kind of expensive. Watch the sales. This week at Fred Meyer's, they have it on sale, 2 for $1. So
that's
50 cents
great.
a can. Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Stock up
makes
on that.
Yeah, extremely
And how much?
cheap.
How much are these pumpkins while we're looking at them?
You can get them at Albertsons right now for 99 cents a piece. It seems to be kind of the price everywhere.
Okay.
I will be able to get them all fall. I mean, it's the season for them, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to pick them up really easily. So now I've just put it. You want to put it in some kind of a dish. If you have a bowl that actually fits the pumpkin, that's even better.
Okay.
I don't, so I used a pie pan and I just took some foil and wrapped it around it. That way, it just helps support it, so it doesn't.
So it doesn't fall open
Yes.
and all of that? Okay, and
Yes.
then how long do we cook it and all of that?
Put the lid back on it and throw it in the oven. Now you got to do the puzzle piece, though. And make
know,
it
right?
I
fit.
always cut
There
one of
you
those
go.
little triangles
the
out of
four-year-olds
there. So I
for.
can-
That's exactly, yeah. And then throw it in the oven for about an hour and a half. Let it cook.
Oh.
About 375.
Obviously, it depends on how big the pumpkin is, but for something like this, how many people would that feed?
That'll be about 2 people.
Okay.
So you
So,
need
for mine,
two?
I did 3 for my family.
Okay.
Make sure there's enough, and that's the recipe, even the breakdown price. $9.70 for a family of 6. That's 3
Really?
pumpkins filled. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
extremely cheap.
You got the 3 pumpkins.
Yes.
That's only $3 right there, and all the other
Yeah,
stuff.
all
We
of
know
that.
how cheap potatoes and onions are because we talk about those all the time.
Yeah, yeah. The cream, even, I mean, it's on sale. That'll cost you a little over $3, but you're only using a half a cup. So even for 3 pumpkins, I'm not even using that entire container.
So
I'm
it
only
goes-
using $1.50 of it, and it's actually on sale at Albertsons for $1.99.
And then just like you said, stock up on things like the chicken broth when it goes on sale because it can be spendy if
Yes,
you
it can.
if it's not on sale.
Yeah, and same even with the half and half, it freezes just fine.
It
so if
does?
you find, oh yeah, absolutely.
No.
So if you
Just
find a
in
good
the
deal-
container?
Yep, and just throw it in the freezer, and it'll be just fine.
And then you'll have your chicken broth as well all throughout Thanksgiving and
Yep.
Christmas because you know you're going to use it for some of those
Exactly,
meals too.
exactly.
And I'm sure we'll hear more about
Yes.
that on Thrifty Thursdays in the future as well, right?
Yes.
It-
And then
it-
after you cook it, you just want to take a spoon and lightly go around the edge. You can see where you've got the pumpkin that's going to be cooked in there. So
Oh, 'cause you can
really
eat that
light.
too.
Yeah, just go around really lightly.
And that's what I wanted to know because
And-
the pumpkin in there just sounds like it's
Yes.
going to be delicious.
That's where you get that flavor. And then I like to use, an immersion blender will work really
Okay.
great. Just stick it in there and puree it up. Be careful not to hit the sides because it will break.
Okay.
And if you don't have one, dump the soup out. You can put it into your food processor or even a blender and just puree it up. And that'll get the potatoes all, break them down and it'll make it really thick and make it like a chowder soup. So, yeah.
so
And
good.
then after you cook it for an hour and a half, though, you do want to then. This cheese, same thing. You're only going to use about 2 ounces of it. So this one container is going to do three of them for me. Just put about 2 ounces in there and let it cook then for about another half hour just to kind of let it finish melting. And
Wow. So
good to go.
about 2 servings per pumpkin. So keep that in mind depending on how big your
Yeah.
family is.
Yes.
But what a deal here, as always, on Thrifty Thursday. That's the whole point.
Yes.
And we can find this recipe and great deals and coupons going on at livingonacoupon.com. See what Jessica has going on. And we certainly love what you have going on every Thursday
is so
here.
great.
Yeah, thanks for bringing this
Yeah.
in and for continuing Pumpkin Week with us.